Alright guys, welcome to a new Amberlynn Reid video. Reaction channel outline about this and finally a true rumor. Let's talk episode 5. Immediately dislike. Let's see if she's in 4K this time. Nope. Okay. It's not giving fat phobia, it's giving the fact that you ate yourself to this point where you have vulnerability and you have yourself to blame for that. Vaping gas station weed is one of your biggest concerns about your health, is your breathing is insane. Walking 1 mile every 6 months isn't an achievement or a clapback for people pointing out you can't work. Alright, so let's just get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Talk video. So we're gonna hop right into it with sweet and sour. So this is where I take a random comment generator and I go to my last Let's Talk video and I choose random comments with the generator. It's to where I cannot pick and choose what is shown. So the first few comments that I see, those are the ones I screenshot and those are the ones I share. Screenshot. Marilyn 8225 said, who the hell would hire her? She can't stand for 5 minutes. She can hardly walk and can't do anything for 10 minutes straight. It's giving fat phobia for sure, because I can definitely stand for more than 5 minutes. And yeah, my attention span is pretty rough, but I have had jobs in the past, even this one, where I'm like, okay, I have to do this for a set amount of time, and that's that. And saying I can hardly walk is also a very silly statement because I do walk. I don't use scooters in the grocery store anymore. Haven't done that in literally years. I walk Twinkie. I literally just last year was showing myself that I was able to walk over a mile. During my little COVID scare, I was like, oh my God, is my stamina going away? But no, it's not. Like I'm literally back to how I was before. Just to answer your fat phobic question, there are jobs where I can sit. I do have experience. Pops in Mogacha 3929 said, hey, I'm leaving this comment just to say that you are beautiful and you only deserve love. All the France is supporting you. Thank you so much. That genuinely means the world to me. I appreciate it more than you know. Receptorcon11 said, arg. Go back to the torrid and grocery hauls. This shit sucks. Yep. So in my last weekly vlog, there was a torrid haul. And then in the vlog before that, there was a grocery haul. So I'm definitely trying to do a mixture of everything that people like and also filming things that I enjoy filming. WX1RT said, hey beautiful, have a good weekend girl.
Who's choosing this shit? Who's sending her this shit?
When others crumble. Would love to kick it with you. Heart from Kansas. Thank you so much for the sweet comment. I have been getting a lot of sour lately, so it's been nice to actually see the sweets mixed in there. And yes, I'm trying to stay as positive as possible. I don't want to see anyone crumble. I just want peace on earth. Why is that so hard to ask? AFK Jen said, I find people hating so much just don't have anything going on in their life. I believe that if you're hating as deeply as you do, especially in like such an obsessed, cruel way, you're not happy within yourself. There's something going on in your life that you're not happy with. Heather L9016 said, so you're saying Dalton took advantage of you? I thought you said he was a good person. Not once did I ever say that Dalton took advantage of me. I said that I was drunk. Haley B85 said, Amber thinks if she never goes to a doctor and gets diagnosed that she doesn't have something, unless it fits her narrative.
That's true.
So I do go to a doctor. I think you're referring to the diabetes topic of my last Let's Talk video. Last time I got my labs done was literally just 4 months ago, not even pre-diabetic. Anytime I've ever been diagnosed with anything regarding my health, I have let you guys know. The narrative that I have diabetes is literally just fat phobia. Not every single fat person has diabetes, and not every single person that has diabetes is fat. It's really that simple. All right, you guys, now we're gonna go on to Sippin' Community. So this is where weekly I post a community tab for you guys to ask me questions, talk about concerns, give me topics, whatever it may be. Let's get into it. Why do you always try and fail diets instead of seeking treatment for an eating disorder? So I actually did outpatient a couple years ago, and everything they taught me is very much like, don't count calories, give in to your cravings. And I have talked about that, and it pisses everyone off so bad, but that's how it is with treatments like that. They don't want you to be in this like strict area, because that is literally what triggers someone with issues to just continue down that path. Do you ever have glimpses of really understanding how awful you've been to so many people, including yourself? Yes, yes, and yes. Like literally in my last vlog, I talked about the regret that I have being so problematic in my last relationships. Like as time goes on and I have full awareness of why I am the way I am, it makes it easier to manage. That's like the first step that you actually learn in DBT is awareness, because when you're not aware of something, you can't change it. And I think that's why I talk so much now about like, whoa, I've made so many mistakes in the past and like I regret those so much, because back then that was like my normalcy. I wasn't aware that I had a problem. Why don't you follow the recommended diet for people with lymphedema? It could really help with the swelling you experience. The diet that they want me to follow is keto, which is a high fat, low carb, high protein. And unfortunately, my doctor told me that I can't do that due to my pancreas and gallstone issues that I've had in the past. You like to tell everyone to move on. So why don't you move on from 30 years ago? It's very hypocritical for you to still use the past to act the way you do, but you want others to move on from what you've done to them. I have actually expressed publicly, I get why Beck was doing those videos, like how you express your hurt and your pain is up to you. When I talk about my past, that was during, it's very hypocritical for you to still use the past to act the way you do, but you want others to move on from what you've done to them. I have actually expressed publicly, I get why Beck was doing those videos, like how you express your hurt and your pain is up to you. When I talk about my past, that was during a time where my brain, body, my soul, my spirit, just me as a person was growing and adapting. What happens to you in your childhood creates who you are as an adult. I rarely talk about the traumatic things that happened to me as a young adult, but I always go back to the things that happened to me in my childhood, because those are the reasons why I am in therapy. Those are the reasons why I have BPD. That is why I have anxiety, paranoia, why I reached almost 600 pounds at one point, why I turned to food for emotional reasons, why I'm a food addict. The list can literally go on, because of my childhood. If I do not confront those things head on, I will never change. Less talk, more walk. I'm sorry. That genuinely was a good one. That's a good comment. How come you used to pick from around Christmas, posing it as when you spent time with your family recently? There's a wreath, which is only used during Christmas. Someone replied and said, detective work right here. Ooh, girl, during my tear tell, I'm gonna be talking all about this. All right, you guys, now it is time for the interview. That means you can just go to my Instagram, send me a little microphone emoji, and you can send me a voice memo so you can interview me with your voice. I have so many voice messages that it's like, jaw is on the floor.
Okay, so I've tried like 4 different times to figure out what to say because I'm really nervous.
Aww.
And I have so much I wish I could talk to you about, just because I feel like we have so much in common. I recently got diagnosed with PPD, which explains a lot now. Growing up that and like trying to lose weight and being part of the queer community. So, I just wish I could chat with you so bad. But my question is, how did you get comfortable with like sharing your body with your partners? I unfortunately have never had like an official one or anything, couple of situationships, but I'm really interested in a guy. I'm really kind of moving along, and I just have this like fear of being seen in my natural state, even though I am 70 pounds down and counting.
Congrats!
So I just want to know like what's some advice you have on loving yourself and being vulnerable in that way.
Oh my gosh, first of all, we seem so similar. I live for that. And congratulations on the 70 pounds down. That is phenomenal. So it took me a long time actually to be comfortable in my own body, and obviously it depended on the partner I was with. I have never been like a confident girly pop in my skin, in my natural state, in my birthday suit, as they call it. I have always been extremely self-conscious. But obviously if they love you, they're going to find you attractive. If you guys are in that like intimate state, they're going to love how you look. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but fake confidence. Because there has been so many situations where I've had to fake that confidence, and then I just start to believe it. You have to trust your partner enough to know deep within that they find you beautiful. I know it's all easier said than done, trust me. Been there, done that.
Hi, Amberlynn. I wanted to first apologize for what I've said a couple years ago. Honestly, it really wasn't me, and at that time I had different beliefs in who I thought you were, but after continuously watching your videos, I now know that you are such a genuinely nice, kind, real person, and you didn't mean anything that you've done or said in the past. You've admitted to your mistakes, you've taken accountability, you've done everything you can. So with that being said, the question that I have for you is, would you ever consider dating a fan again? And I won't lie, I'm very interested.
Okay, was not expecting that.
That's a
I just
big
want to say
yikes.
thank you for the apology. I actually have a lot of people who reach out to me and they apologize for like leaving hateful comments or being part of like hate forums about me and stuff like that. And it's like, I always am willing to accept an apology, so apology accepted. The part about dating a fan, that's hectic. I'm not interested in talking to anyone in that way, like at all right now. I am flattered though. I do appreciate that, so thank you.
Hey Amberlynn, just wanted to ask you, why do you keep bringing up other people when they clearly asked you not to? Even multiple times. You know,
I will keep listening to that in a second, but I have multiple times told quite a few people not to talk about me and they continue to do so. If they can, I can. That's my answer.
it makes things worse. Like, way worse. Because no matter what you say, people won't believe you anyway.
No matter what you say, people won't believe you anyway.
So you just make the people that you're talking about angrier.
I don't care. I should be allowed to also use my voice. If they can use their voice, I can use mine as well.
And the whole drama surrounding the situation worse. So please stop doing that.
I'm not gonna stop. I appreciate your voice message. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate anyone's opinion, but never back down. If someone is harassing you, belittling you, spreading lies about you, talking about you, like, this is a weird type of situation. Like, we're not meant to go through things like this. Like, publicly go through like horrific breakups for thousands and thousands and thousands to see. So already this is like a weird situation to be in. Like, whether it be on a small scale or a gigantic scale, never back down. Always use your voice. Always be strong. Always love yourself enough to be there for you when no one else would be. Period.
So I thought maybe I would use this on voice message since you do read them on your videos. So I hope this isn't disrespectful or rude in any kind of way at all, because I dearly love you, Amberlynn. Like, I've been in your members only chat. This is baby girl.
Oh my god! Wait! Baby girl, hi! That's actually someone from my members. Hello, hello.
Like, I relate to you on so many levels. It's like hexagona, girl. Totally. Anyways,
Hexagona.
I'm just curious, like, when you had your symptoms before you found out that you had cancer, did you have like extreme lower back pain on the right side and around into the pelvic region a little bit, and then like very irregular periods where like I get mine like maybe once a year, sometimes twice? Like, I'm just curious because I'm really freaking out. I know I got to get to the gynecologist. I know you're not a doctor, and I just wanted to know if you suffered from those same symptoms. That's all. Anyways, love you, dear. I hope you're doing well. I hope your mental health is doing well, and I do hope your cellulitis is better. Mwah.
Aw, thank you so much. And yes, please see a gyno, because I'm not a gyno, not
That fan was just eating her ass like so much. It was so annoying.
a doctor. I just know based on my experiences, I did have lower back pain, yes. And before I bled for years straight, I did have very irregular periods like that. So irregular periods was always my normal. So that's why, like, yes, I was worried, but then I was like gaslit in like multiple different ways, thinking like maybe this is just part of my irregular period. But definitely see a gyno, please. You'll be in my thoughts. I hope you're okay.
Thank you. I don't want to be like a opportunist, but like if you could say hello to my friend Christina Petkova. By the way, what I wanted to comment is, have you noticed, like, okay, so like I think you're like the prettiest girl ever. And have you noticed how people like don't like to mention this or say it, or I don't know, they're not like brave enough, they're like afraid of like what society will think. But women that has like some extra weight, like bigger women, I'm not saying it's healthier, it's hotter or anything, but like just specifically talking about face, like the face card of like bigger women is just like so above everyone else.
What is happening? Okay, first of all,
She definitely heard that message before she decided to share it with us.
hello to your friend Christina, because you wanted me to shout her out. So hello, Christina. Thank you for the compliment. Yes, bigger girls are beautiful, and I appreciate that. My hair looks hectacona today, but doesn't take away from my face card. And yeah, I agree, like, bigger women are stunning. And I think a lot more people think that than you think.
Hey, as a long-time silent viewer of your content, I'm so curious about your personal mental health journey in relationship to food, and if you think you could get to a point in that mental health journey that you could start healing that relationship with food. Because we've seen on your YouTube for years where you go through cycles where you start a weight loss journey and you do lose weight, but then something happens and you can't maintain it. And in my head, every time I see it happen, I'm like, well, it's a mental health thing. Like, it's not, like, she doesn't, the relationship with food isn't there. Like, you have the drive to lose weight, but when something happens, like a switch goes off and the food's always there for you. And that's not necessarily wrong, but I'm just so curious if you think you get to a point where you could quote unquote fix that. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you for the question. And it's true, it's definitely a mental health thing. It's definitely something up here. So that's why when so many people like judge me on like my cycle of diets and always turning to food and like all that stuff, like it's so weird to me, because it's like, when does the mental health shaming stop? Because I do have that drive to lose weight. I want to lose weight so bad. And so many people like look at me from an outside perspective and they just see surface level and think, she loves being fat. She doesn't want to lose weight. Like literally, no, it's a constant battle that I'm trying to win and I keep losing. And am I ever gonna win? I don't know. I've done everything. Like sometimes I genuinely wish I did not have to eat at all, but you have to eat.
What happened to is an explanation, not an excuse.
To survive. And I know there's a lot of fat phobic people out there who's like, you ain't gotta eat, look how fat you are. Realistically, like you have to eat.
Hey girl, I just want
She said that so smugly. Like you don't have to eat, especially at your size. You're not gonna fade away.
to ask a quick question. How hectic is a situation type deal type moment?
It's like the hecticana of the world. It's the most hectic.
Hey Amber, what's up queen? I hope you're doing well. My one question for you is, out of your entire YouTube career and all of the years that you've spent making videos, what is your biggest regret? What is the one thing that you wish you could take back? Also, I'm your biggest fan. I love you, girl.
Oh, I love you. I feel like I always say this, but this is genuinely the truth. I want to take back everything that I said about the relationship I was in as a teenager. I should have kept that shit to myself, kept that shit just in my like close life, because like literally my mom was in my life during that time, and she's someone that heard what I was going through at that time. Like I would call her all the time. So she's someone that like had my back, and in a weird way, I shared it to feel less alone. And I also shared it because there are people who contact me and say that they're in relationships like that and they don't know how to get out. And I wanted to feel less alone. I wanted these people to feel less alone. And in return, it actually just made things worse.
Hi Amber, love you. I was wondering if you're afraid of any of your other exes coming out of the woodwork and spilling unknown tea. Thanks.
Thanks. That was cute. And no, I'm definitely not afraid of that. I feel like there was room for improvement in all of the relationships I was in.
Hey love, just wanted to say I admire your tenacity to keep on going even after all the hate over the years. We know you love perfume, so if you could create your own, what would the name be, the scent, and also the bottle design?
Oh my God, first of all, I'm obsessed with your accent. Like, can I have that, please? And that is such a good question. So I don't want to give away like my secrets, because you never know. Maybe one day I will be coming out with a perfume. Can you imagine?
Hey Amber, I've been a long-time viewer and for Hater Nation. This is AI. Some people make being your fan so hard that I am just more comfortable using text-to-speech. A big question I have for you is, does filming your what I eat in a day videos help you stay on track and accountable? Or at times, does it feel more triggering, causing you to have your more planned food noise? Also, bitch, you are not crazy. The shit going on is weird as fuck and absolutely not okay. I don't think you are a terrible person. I don't think you are a narcissist. And I don't think you are the problem every single time. Try and stay strong with your goals. Clearly their lives are too boring. Also, thank you for your approval. I've always asked questions but have never been featured. It's my birthday this week on the 24th, and this is a super awesome present.
Oh my gosh, well, happy freaking birthday, hello. And this person really is a supporter, because 5 years ago they sent me a message. Holy crap. So what I ate today videos can sometimes be triggering, or they can sometimes actually help me stay on track. And you're right about the food noise, because I think about food more when I'm doing what I ate today videos, because I know that I have to film what I'm eating. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like, am I gonna film myself cooking? Like, how do I wanna do that? Like, okay, I have to edit the video, I have to get it scheduled, so that means I have to eat maybe sooner than I normally would. Like, it is a lot of like thinking that day for sure. But it also helps me stay on track, because
Only she would make filming herself eating a very complex task. Swear to God.
I don't want to like post a video where I'm like, well, fell off track today and I ate all of this and all of that, because I know the type of backlash, and plus I don't want to feel like ashamed. I know a lot of people think that I fake these like what I ate today videos. No, like everything that I eat, I always show in the video. All right, you guys, now it is time for tea or tail, and guess what? I chose one that's tea. Ooh, girl. So tea or tell is literally just where I take rumors that are going around, floating around, and I tell you if it's tea or I tell you if it's tail. Amberlynn took the cheese hat picture in Wisconsin during Christmas and lied about meeting up with her cousins. Me and my mom stay laughing at this rumor because that is so fucking untrue. It's not even funny. And I'm gonna prove it to you. So people are comparing the outfit that I wore in Wisconsin and the outfit that I wore when I saw my cousins. You guys, I wear the same outfits a lot. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've worn this fucking dress. But the outfit that I wore in Wisconsin, I was wearing gold earrings that say baby girl. And the outfit that I was wearing here in Oklahoma are silver hoop earrings. The purse that I was wearing in Wisconsin was actually a gold studded clear purse, and the purse that I was wearing here in Oklahoma with my cousins was a silver and black Rebecca Minkoff purse. My hair in Wisconsin was parted to the side, but my hair here in Oklahoma was parted right through the middle. In Wisconsin, my winged eyeliner was shorter than my winged eyeliner here visiting my cousins in Oklahoma. The chain on my purse in Wisconsin is gold. The chain on my purse here in Oklahoma when I was visiting my cousins is silver. Here, while I'm visiting my cousins, you can see the reflection, and my mom is in that mirror. I went to Wisconsin in September where my mom dropped me off at night, and it was the next morning when she left because she had to go back home for work. So if this was quote unquote taken during Christmas, my mom would not have been there. My mom was in Wisconsin for a total of like 8 hours, and that was just to drop me off. And those hands that you see in the reflection are not Tommy's hands. Those are my cousin's hands. And those sleeves that you see? Yeah, those are my cousins and the outfit that she's wearing. But okay, pop off, I guess. Amberlynn lied about the fires being close to her just to get sympathy. So the fact that this is still even a rumor and this happened a month ago is also wild off the chain crazy. So I live in Oklahoma City. So here are some screenshots from that very day that are actually from the fire department, and also a picture of the sky of how it looked that day when I literally was vlogging and I was telling you guys, it's so smoky, it's literally orange outside. Everyone's like, you're lying. And the fact that like this rumor is still happening is so weird to me. I know this is gonna fall on deaf ears, but most of these rumors are created by reaction channels. They lie to you, they just want views, so they spread shit about me, and they're not reliable narrators in my life. Amberlynn is back to vaping Delta 8 again. Yes, I vape about once or twice a week, so that is some tea. So I'm editing and I realized I didn't do the bad choice question, so that's 2.
Oh, thank God, this video is almost over.
Doing this because
She's just
I
been
feel like
so
I have
annoying
to,
this episode.
since I do it in every video. I could have just like totally passed it, but it's fine. Have you ever had more than 15 drinks in one night? That is a big no. Have you ever had sex with a coworker? Yes. Would you let your partner have sex with their celebrity crush without consequences? No. Have you ever dined and dashed? Absolutely not. Have you ever accidentally texted someone on purpose? Yes, I have. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. I'm about to go.
That was shit. What the fuck was that?
So I hope that you guys also have one. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Alright then. Bye, bitch.